What's happening? Come on in here. I got a few things we need to talk about right now. But on a serious note, Jelly Man, I'm glad you're here, and I want to talk about something that, that was dear to me last week. Me and Beehive, we had a strong conversation, and a lot of the black men responded, and sisters, you know what I'm saying, responded on the channel about the Lil Durk situation.
Okay.
This morning I was, strolling through a few stories on YouTube, and I saw that where the father had, Big Dirk had finally kind of spoke out. He went to court with him. I think was it Friday, Thursday or Friday? But anyway, I'm not sure the day he went. But he spoke about that he wanted to wrong the rights that he had done, that he didn't want anybody pretty much looking up to him because he felt like that
of his past.
That yeah, absolutely. He felt like that, and this is the father speaking. He felt like that, he assaulted the community, sold drugs to the community, did harm in the community, and he was no hero for that. I listened to his words, and it came off to me like a father, like you or I. It came off like a father that maybe led his son or led the culture down the wrong path, and I can relate to that. I did music in the early '90s that I look back on now, and I say, I don't apologize for a lot of stuff, a lot of the music I made, because that's how I was living at the time.
Yeah. You grew up.
I grew up, but that's where I separate from a lot of the artists now, is I don't continue to perpetuate it. Once you grow up and you understand, then I don't judge a person for doing something that they didn't know. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. I hold you accountable when you knew and you still continuously did it. So, once I understood, the music that I was putting out, what it was doing to the community, then I started to pivot. You helped me pivot. You understand what I'm saying? It was certain stuff I was saying, you'd be like, Wick, that's cool, but what are we doing? What are we gonna do with this? You understand what I'm saying?
Right,
we need something that's gonna, move the culture forward. And you can still do it and get your message off without, shoot them up, bang, bang, and hurting the community. So hearing Dirk's father kind of, reflect on his behavior and where he led his son to, it was heartbreaking to me, because my thoughts was, did Dirk hear all this before he made the decisions that he made, with the case that he's involved in now? Or did he hear, or did he hear his father and just ignored it? That's another thing, you know what I'm saying? We can talk till we blue in the face, but a lot of these kids just will not listen. They have to go out here and, get a pumpkin head or get arrested or.
I mean, everybody do it though. Everybody get arrested. I'm not saying it's right, but everybody, gonna be knucklehead to some degree though. But, what do you say? And I know a lot of the older G's who's in the game now, just game of life. Let's talk about that. Right. What do you say to these young boys? I mean, if they around other young dudes that ain't doing no better, what do you say?
Right.
That's what's important. Who really talking to them? When
you heard, Jelly, when you heard the news that Dirk had got picked up. Mm-hmm. One, what was your first initial thoughts on it, and secondly, do you think that us as OGs, we're kind of complicit in this whole entire thing too, by not really, teaching the young kids and giving them an example to follow.
Yeah,
right now, and that's easy for you, and like I said, you and Beehive. I'm not talking about guys like y'all. I'm talking about guys like me. That I just came around and understood what was really going on out here and what I needed to do, right. My responsibility. What are your thoughts on the responsibility of the OGs?
I mean, call that man, give him some encouragement, talk to him, call him, give him a call, reach out to him on his DM. You know what I'm saying? Call him, reach out to his family. That's the thing. People who he look up to, people who he collaborated with. Just call that man right now, man, and talk to him.
Is it? You know, B-High likes to always say this thing too. He always saying that this is a reset in hip hop. And I understand kind of what what he's saying, but a reset in hip hop to me, Jelly, is wiping. Yeah, it's almost like, to me, it's like wiping away the history that whether it's good or it's bad. Do we wipe away the history of, okay, for instance, you know, we got the situation with Puff. Do we not honor the music that Puff did back in the day, and Art Kelly did, and these guys did? Do we wipe that music away, or do we say, yeah, that person did that, but I can separate the two and still love the music, even though I don't love the artist anymore? Is it possible to separate the artist from the music? Because there's some people that's going to come in and say, you know what, when Art Kelly did that right there, now I don't like his music. But there's going to be some people say, I don't approve of what Art Kelly or what Puff did, but time, you know what I'm saying, Step in the Name of Love come on, I'm jumping on the dance floor. I can separate the two. Can we separate the two, Jelly?
That's one of those conversations that's always gonna be debatable, man. It ain't gonna be no right answer to that.
Right. You try to play it politically correct.
Yeah, I'm just being straight up, bro. You got to be straight up with it. Seriously, you can't take. Can
you separate the two?
I can separate it, because you have a certain intelligence, and you need to use that intelligence. You know what I'm saying? You just have to.
So when you're DJing at a party right now, during the height of the Art Kelly trial, during the height of that, you had no problem with playing I Can Fly.
Well, I didn't play that, but you said one of those songs, "Step in the Name of Love." Yeah. Somebody's birthday. Everybody's celebrating a birthday every day.
Right.
So what? I'm gonna stop that, and when it come on, do the dance floor clear? No.
Right, well,
and I ain't gonna lie. If I'm at the end of the night and I play some 3 or 4 R. Kelly songs back to back, the dance floor still don't disappear. Because them folks know. So, but yeah, getting back to you got to be smart about, that's life. When you learn about life, you got to separate it. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. Some people just ain't going to be with it. They be like, I remember one time, it was one lady, I was in the club, man, I played R. Kelly. Man, she stood up the whole time in the back, loud, yelling. Like, why y'all playing that bullshit? Just the whole time. Right. I kept playing it.
Right.
And everybody else looked at her like she's crazy, you. But I get it.
Right.
But look, we at a party, that's his music. Because like I said before, last time I was on here, man, we got to learn about people real life. Man, you stop playing everybody's music. Damn near.
Oh wow, that's deep right there.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. And that is true right there. And I say that right there. We have to be able to separate the two, Jelly. A lot of people don't want to. A lot of people, they frown upon that, but I definitely 100% agree that I never went into listening to an artist because of what I thought that they did out of the booth. That they pushed that part on me. When I started liking Michael Jackson, it was because of the glove and the moonwalk. Whatever else was going on, I don't know. With Art Kelly, because of the singing, the swag, he sweat, any of them. Yeah. It was because of the talent. Correct. Not because I love New Edition. Exactly. I love New Edition because of goddamn Popcorn Love and you know what I'm saying? And Mr. Telephone Man. When they grew up in whatever whatever road they went down, I prayed for them. I love Bobby Brown. Yeah. I love the whole Brown family. Coop, what's happening? But I never, when people would talk to me about, you know what I'm saying, Bobby or New Edition, this, that, I say, well, I don't give a fuck about that. Yeah. What I give a fuck is about them being one of the greatest the greatest groups of all time. Correct. The greatest entertainment groups of all time. A group that I would pay my last dollar to go see because I'm going to get Belle Biv DeVoe, I'm going to get Johnny Gill, I'm going to get Ralph Tresvant single stuff, and I'm going to still get New Edition. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what I always cared about.